thought it's a really good brunch or lunch or wherever we are at the moment that I thought I'd give it a share because it's the perfect idea if you really don't know what to do. And as I'm feeling a little bit tired today, I think the last couple of days I've worn myself out, and I'll be sharing, of course. I'm sticking to something really simple today for some brunch. And what we got here is I have some butter and oil mixed in the pan, just melting away here, nice and warm. I've got some chopped up onions. I've got some little bitty potatoes that I've chopped up and marinated in what is supposed to be for chips, but I've said before, this works really nicely with potatoes. Got some leftover cabbage here, sort of like a take on a bubble and squeak, but we're going to throw some bacon in. I'm going to cook some sausages and we're going to add an egg. So, let's see how it comes out, shall we? I'm going to start off with my chopped up onions, and my dogs are going off, as per usual. And as the weather is so nice out there, we don't really want anything too heavy. So, I've got my butter and my oil in here, nice. Where's my spatula gone? Ah, there we go. So, just test that that's nice and hot. Oh, lovely. Yeah, that'll do. So I said, nice and easy. A lot of people have this sort of ingredients. You can change it for veg that you like, obviously. But believe me guys, it does work really well. Even like if you've got, very rarely, but if you've got later on in the year when you've got some sprouts left over, they are better chopped up. I prefer them chopped up. I don't like the little things whole. So in go your onions, and we are just going to lightly saute them because we don't want them burnt. We want them just soft. And pick up all those lovely butter. Alright. Like I said, just lightly saute them. We don't want them. Yeah, a bit of a. Oh, didn't chop that bit up very well, did it? Get rid of that. Eat a whole onion. In butter and oil. I like cooking in butter. You don't have to use butter, you can just use oil if you don't want to use butter. It's completely your preference. Here, what we got? We're next going to add the potatoes to it because I'm going to turn that up a little bit and get those onions really going. Hi guys, thanks for joining. I really do appreciate it. So, as I said, I've got my own little sauce here. This is really simple. It's just the hot sauce mixed with, you can use honey. I've cheated and using golden syrup. And all we're going to do is drizzle that all over after we finish cooking it. So, let our onions saute. I'm just going to get the sausages. I actually got these from the local mirror market and they smell fab. They are absolutely to die for. I really wish I had smell-o-vision because I would waft the flavour over to you, but don't they look good? Not cooking all of them, guys, don't worry. I think we've got a lot going on in this pan at the moment. Alright, those onions look pretty much done to me. So, to the onions, turn that up. Just going to whack in our potatoes. And because they take, obviously, potatoes first because they take the longest. Mix them in nicely. As I said, I've seasoned them with that chip seasoning, which I find actually is better used on potato. But again, it's down to personal preference, and I prefer to cook with it than to have it on my potatoes. As if you have a look at my other videos, you'll see I've made my own chip seasoning, which is really easy and doesn't take any time at all. And you can have it, yeah, you can have as much as you want of it, and you can have it whenever you like. Plus you get to make your own ingredients and put as much as each ingredient in the bowl with, well, in the seasoning as you like. Alright, so I'm going to turn those up a little bit and actually get them going. Even though I've cut the potatoes up, they do take a lot longer to cook. The last time I did this, I cheated. Used a can of boiled potatoes in the air fryer, same seasoning. Put them partially way through and then added them into mix. And they came out really well. So you don't have to use fresh potatoes. I've just got them and I want to use them up. And to that, we're then going to add our sausage, some bacon, cabbage, and a couple of eggs. So it's almost like, it's brunch with a bit of lunch, but you can also have it breakfast if you really fancied it. As I said, guys, the potatoes do take a little long. Also, depending on the pan you're using, keep an eye on them. Want them sticking to the bottom. Hopefully, with the amount of butter I put in them, they're not going to do that. Which would be quite nice. But, as I said, guys, this is my lunch for this afternoon. I think my little expeditions this week have actually caught up on me. So, time to slow down, take it in my stride and share with you what I think is a great way of using up what you've got left in the fridge. It's, you know, easy, cheap. We all like a bit cheap. Alright, and with the weather we're having this at the moment in the UK, I know that we have had it other places, but for the UK it is a little bit shocking because we just don't get nice weather. Take advantage, and we don't want to be stuck in a kitchen cooking long meals. As I said, this does actually take, if you change the potatoes to boiled potatoes out of the can, if that's what you got, it works exactly the same. And obviously the cooking time is reduced if you do your taters in the air fryer, which I must say came out really nice. And I am not a lover of boiled potatoes. I don't like that whole slimy feel that, or look that they've got when they go in a pan. But in the air fryer they came out really, really nice, really crispy, really good. What I'm actually going to do, guys, now is I'm going to actually whack the sausages in with the potatoes. It's going to take around about the same time. I'm going to get my trusty grab a cocktail stick because I want all the fat and flavour come out of the sausages, and they can go in the potatoes. I'm only taking 2 of these. There should be a lot on this plate, so hopefully it won't be a lot. And if what I have in my head works, this would look quite tasty. But we'll get there when we get there. I've got a little while to think how I'm going to do it. And if it'll look good at all. Right. Give the sausage bit to give the potatoes a nice little mix. See, look. This is one of my trusty pans that I cook bacon in, I cook sausages in it. I've just chucked that everywhere. I'm sure the dogs will clean it up later. Minus the onions. Actually, it's not just the potato. I was lucky. Alright, and I'm just going to add my sausages in there. Look at the sight. They look good. Well happy with them. And they were really cheap, which is even better. So, in go my sausages. Actually, put it the other side. That would be more. That would be better. I like pan sausages. I think sausages come out better in the pan. I'm going to cover those back up just to keep the heat in for a bit. And to keep the potatoes. Clear up the mess that I've made. There we go. Kitchen roll. There we are. See, when nothing is planned, this is what happens, or tends to happen. You don't ever see that on the nice videos that they're done nicely, the mistakes that happen or the things that go flying. But this is not, and you will see that. Things will go flying, things won't stay in the pan, and they don't behave. So I do apologise. Oh! Now I'm not eating all that on my own. What I'm doing is I'm going to put it half to the side. Now I've actually got company, so hence why I'm cooking. But thank you, I am not the pig that I make out to be. Alright. Alright, sausages are back in the fridge. So, and the good thing is you can actually put it to the side and have it later, which is nice. Oh, that smells nice already. The onions and potatoes just smell good already, but these sausages are really helping with that flavour. And we can just leave them in. There we are. See, they're not even getting shot. They're not even that soft at the moment, which is the problem when you do them like this. And you don't want to have the heat up too high because you'll end up just burning everything. But I'm burning everything because this pan's so crap, but it's brilliant for doing things like this. Oops. Let's turn my sausage over. There we are. What? There we go. I'm really hoping this turns out good. So, if this was a professional video, I'd have everything ready. There'd probably be one ready on the side, ready to go. I'd be swapping pans halfway through, so you're not actually seeing the cooking time. As I said, this is going to take a little bit. This will take a little bit longer than the first time I done it, just because I'm using fresh potatoes instead of the canned ones like I used last time. So, oh dear. Main thing is I want to cook is the potatoes. I'm going to pop the lid back on now. I'm going to give this another wipe. Just do have a habit of throwing everything everywhere. The only good thing I've got is my actual cooker is for my height, which is great. I actually cut my work surfaces, come up to my side, which is not always a benefit when I'm in someone else's kitchen and I have to be like this. So, as I said, I'm going to leave that cooking for a little bit. All I've got in the cabinet is some salt, pepper and some thyme, and obviously a tablespoon of olive oil, just to help it crisp up and cook. I'm going to give them another couple of minutes and see how we get on. I'm going to test one of the potatoes and see how far away they are. Then we'll add the bacon, because I like crispy bacon. And then we'll add the cabbage. And then I'll see if my trick's going to work with the eggs, which will be interesting. Alright. Have a look. Pork. They're actually doing quite well. So, I reckon. Yeah, it's tasty. So if I move the sausages over there a minute, so I can move the potatoes around. I'm only using the sausages because I bought those the other day and they look so nice. It had to be done. I'm going to turn them over again. There we go. Make sure they get a nice bit of colour on them. And I'm actually scraping all the flavour off the bottom as well, which is really nice. And it also stops it from burning too much. So to that, we're going to add our bacon. Again, if you're vegetarian, you don't need to add the bacon and the sausages. We've got some really nice cut up streaky I got from my local greengrocer, local veg shop. Again, didn't want to waste it. It really wasn't even enough for a sandwich, but mixing it with a lot of other stones, and we suddenly got a meal. Oh, I think the onions have got some meal, I'll tell you. Alright. There we go, firing it away against the cooker. So with that, there goes another potato. So I do so many because half of it is going on the floor. Which is why my dogs eat so well. There we are. Yeah, and the other thing, make sure you've got a big enough pan as well. That's normally my mistake, because I start off with the pan that's a little bit too small. And then I realise I've put too much in it. Alright. This one, yeah. Excellent. Again, I'm going to cover that. Keep some heat in. Then we're going to, then we're going to add the cabbage. Let the cabbage reduce down a bit. And then we're going to put some eggs on top. And hopefully that's going to cook nice. Fingers crossed. And I've got myself a really simple, easy brunch. It's as nice as it came out the other day. Fingers crossed. And if this works, guys, or you like the look of this, why don't you let me know if you have a go, or you change it up a bit, or put your own little twist on it, because this is the whole point. I'm not showing you how to cut, I'm just putting ideas together which can help you if you're stuck. The only reason I look online, I need ideas, I need a little bit of inspiration, and we can all do with that this day and age. So I'll just pop that on for a minute. Then we're going to add the cabbage. I'm going to wait for that to reduce down. And then I'm going to see if it works with the eggs. Alright. I'm just going to click tidy this up. I'm going to leave you with that. You guys keep an eye on it. If it starts smoking, let me know. Oh. Go away, fly. It's the only trouble with the summer. But have you noticed there has actually been a decline in them? So cat is sort of hit and miss with it. You worry because we don't have enough. Look at that, that's good. Right. Oh, I love the smell of that bacon. That is really good. Right. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to push the sausages to the side a minute. What I might do is just take them off actually, mix in the cabbage, and then put the sausages back in. be a sensible idea, wouldn't it? And then it wouldn't go everywhere. Alright. So, pop that to the side. Let's just pick up the bottom. As I said, this bacon is smelling absolutely fab. But then again, I am a lover of streaky bacon. I do like back bacon, but streaky just for me has more flavour. Alright, in goes your cabbage. A little bit at a time, so don't, again, send it flying. Like that. Again, I've put a little bit, a tablespoon of oil on there. Just really to help the seasonings on it and to give it a little bit of moisture to help it cook. Okay. And also what the cabbage are doing, now look at it, it's just going everywhere, back in the pan. This is a good job, see it is for me because I don't care, it's on the side. Really happy with the way this is looking at the moment. And you know, it's my usual guys, you know I'll do a little reel at the end to show you how it did actually come out. But for the minute, this is looking quite good. We'll just start making sure cabbage is fully coated before I add my sausages back in. I'm going to put the lid back on, let the cabbage steam a little bit, and then we'll take it off and see if we can get some more colour to these sausages. They're not that colourful anyway. When I put them in the air fryer, I actually thought they were a bit under, but yeah, it turns out they weren't. So the sausages are going back in and they're going in the middle. Let's pop that out, pop them in. So I like a sausage casserole really, but it's not. It's more bubble and squeak. Right, let's clear up. Let's leave that for a minute with the lid on. There we go. I really don't think I'll be having toast with that. It's a little bit much. So, but as I said guys, this really cheap, easy way of just using up some stuff that you might not do anything else with. Don't forget, you can have it tomorrow. You don't have to eat a lot today. You can warm it up in a chef might tomorrow, or have it cold. As I said, I've made myself like it's like a syrup and hot sauce sort of drizzle to go over it, just to give it a bit of flavour. I'm going to whack some eggs on it. We're going to see how that comes, because what I wanted to do is I want the eggs to hold together, but I really can't see that happening. Well, I'll let you know after I plate it up to see if it worked. But I'm going to crack the eggs on there before I leave you. Get this out of the way. As I said, if you haven't seen it guys, you've just tuned in, that is all it is. Really, really easy drizzle. However, if you do want to buy one, black bee honey, and details are on my page. Do a really nice one. It's really nice to cook with, and it's nice as a drizzle. There we go, look at that. Get another move around. As I said guys, I'm only adding the sausages because I picked them up the other day and they are smelling so good that I've got to use them up. So normally you just have it with the bacon, it'll be fine. And all I'm going to do is, if I get this right, alright, you portion it out with the sausages that way, and then we're going to crack the eggs on either side. It's just how to go. A bit hot, yeah. Yeah, see the potatoes are still a little hard. They need a little bit more to cook in. So I'm actually lied. Maybe I'm not going to be able to crack the eggs on top. Let's get another fork and check. If you want to be, if you don't fancy making a little sauce or drizzle to go with it, grate some really nice cheese over the top of it. That would be really good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to temperature check my sausages and see how far away they are, because they're my main concern. Again, guys, I do advise, if you are not fluent in the kitchen, or you, like me, now and again, you just have a little, I don't think that's cooked, get yourself a temperature gauge, get yourself a little thermometer, like this. Really cheap, really quick to pick up, really easy to pick up. And they're a really great gadget to keep in the kitchen. Keep you safe, keep everybody else safe. Alright. Yeah. So look, my sausages are actually hitting 64, 67. So, I am going to crack the eggs on there. Just going to wash that off. I am going to crack the eggs on it because by the time the eggs are cooked, I reckon my sausages are going to be done. I'm going to turn my sausage over. And we've got so much nice steam coming from, I really think my eggs are going to cook well. Right, there we go. Now we're getting started to get some nice marking on the sausages as well. Right, we split this up into slices. I really shouldn't use my finger because it hurts, but hey ho, my kitchen. Right, and it's not being served for, like, you know, anyone else apart from me and my mate, so no worries there. I'm sure he won't mind. Alright, what I've done is I've actually flattened it slightly, because what I want to do is I don't want the egg to, like, run off completely. So while the sausages are brown in there in the middle, if you like your sausages a bit more, pick a different sausage. These are done. Alright, here we go. Let's get a knife. Can't crack an egg on the side, it goes everywhere. I like to crack mine with a knife. Alright, so this is what I'm going for, guys. I'm going to do one side, and hopefully I won't get any shell in it either. Oh, stay. Oh, I broke it. See, you don't get that on live television either. Eggs breaking. No, I'm crap. So, let's try the other one. I think I caught it with my nail. There we go. Okay, so I busted one and the other one turned out alright. Excellent. I'm going to leave that to cook and do what it needs to do. I'll be back with a short video to let you know how it turned out. Apart from the broken eggs, it's actually smelling great, guys. And hopefully I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to love and leave you because I'm going to get the table ready. And I'll speak to you guys later. I really appreciate everyone who joined me. Have a go yourself, see what you can do, see what flavours you come up with. Again, don't have to stick to what I've used, it's just an idea. And have fun with it, because that's the idea of cooking. I'm going to go have a lunch. I'll speak to you lot later. Take care, everyone, and enjoy the weather wherever you are. Take care.